So a program that I don't think we've spoken about here on Group Chat Football Live, the Baylor Bears. It was a huge couple days for them in terms of the 2026 recruiting class. We aren't in the coaching staff meetings, but I would imagine that this was probably the number one priority for them is locking up these two guys that committed, starting with Jamarion Vincent, 4-star cornerback from Waco. So him and wide receiver London Smith, the local Waco guys committed. We'll start with Jamarion Vincent, a 6'2", 165-pound corner that back in October was getting some crystal balls to the Texas Longhorns. So this is a big recruiting win for Baylor.
Yeah, highly ranked. You look at Baylor, what they've done on the defensive backfield. Xavier Howard, Jalen Petrie is a safety, but I mean these are big time players coming out of that program. And this is a big time recruit. Top 247 player, played all over the field in high school as a junior, 11 games, threw for 818 yards and 9 touchdowns as a quarterback, ran for over 1,000 yards, 1123 and 5 touchdowns, and that was also outstanding on the defensive end. Played some basketball. The speed doesn't blow you away on the track, only 11.8 in that 24 season, but he plays faster when you watch him in the games, and 6'3", so the height itself is quite unique. Kind of has an upright running style, and look, he doesn't get caught. He does not get caught. But you see look at the hands here, one-handing this ball.
Yeah.
Effortless. And then, again, 11.8, he's not going to be winning too many track meets, but once he gets going, he's got strides, and he can eat up grass in a hurry, and that length is just pretty unique at that corner position.
You see him here returning kicks as well. So that's always a good sign that he's utilized in the return game. But again, the length is what really you would say sticks out here.
And look, there you see the speed. So he does have it on the field. You mentioned they trust him enough to be a returner. They also trust him enough to be the quarterback, as we see right here. So the level of trust in this guy is huge from his coaching staff. And there again, the strides. Once he gets striding, he can go. He maybe doesn't have the initial stop or start, right, that some of these guys have that allows him to have those really fast 100-meter times, 40-yard dash times. But this guy is a long strider, a fluid athlete, a competitor, a gamer. I mean, his quarterback clips don't look that bad. He's seeing the field. Doesn't maybe not have the arm to be Sawyer Robertson or some of these other guys that you're bringing in there for the the offensive coordinator, Big Jake, your boy, who's really been putting up numbers. But I think as a defensive back prospect, the length, the speed, the versatility, all things you love.
And he was not the only Waco product, as we mentioned, who committed to the Bears over the past couple of days. London Smith, a legacy recruit here at wide receiver, a guy who is another top 247 recruit. So both of them are. So that's why I was saying in the beginning, like this had to be a priority to keep two of the best prospects in Waco home. And London Smith here, as we'll turn the clips on, a really crafty receiver, good quicks, runs a bunch of different routes. He's not just a get deep guy or screen guy. So really good player here if you're a Baylor Bears fan.
Yeah, I like this guy. I like how he moves. A basketball player, you see him filling up the bucket, right? I mean, how many points did this guy score in high school?
1,000 career points. Yeah. I'll show you here. Yeah, here it is. So 1,000 career points and counting. And you see the size here in the basketball uniform as well.
Yeah, so the size, the fluidity on the basketball court. I see him pulling up, shooting threes. He's a highly skilled player. And then at the wide receiver position, he's a craftsman. Some Baylor, you've seen some track stars there. Tyquan Thornton from right here in Miami, Florida. He was more of a track guy. They've had a run of really, really fast wide receivers that got drafted. This guy to me is much more of a technician, knows how to use his body, has route running, can separate. It's not just a contested catch guy, but he can make contested catches, diving catches. Just seems fluid and easy to me with the good body type. When what you want a receiver, more so to me than pure speed, it's not like this guy's slow, but more so than just pure track speed, is the ability to sink your hips, get in and out of your breaks, sense movement, sense angles, really have a feel for getting open. There you see him on defense, so the versatility and toughness is there. I really, really like this guy. of the two, this is the one that excites me, I think, even more, just because of the fit as a wide receiver. We're using his strength, which physical strength to me is very, very underrated at the receiver position. You look at guys like Puka Nacua, AJ Brown, all the guys making it in the pros and doing work. They have some size to them, and this guy has that. And the production, there's a reason why he's such a highly rated player.
Yeah, without a doubt. And you see here, let me pull it up. A coach, Coach Hughes, who's the defensive line coach at Waco University High School, which is where I believe Jamarion Vincent goes to school. I might be wrong. It might be London Smith. Let me look it up here. But he says double or nothing. So you see the local community is getting behind it. It's got to be an exciting thing, you know?
Yeah. So, well, it's actually, so Connolly High School for Jamarion Vincent, University
Yes,
High School
for it's London Smith at University. Yep.
Yep. So, Waco's not it's not small town, but it's not, Los Angeles, Atlanta. So I'm sure these guys grew up playing with each other, on the same team against each other. Basketball, of course, they're playing as well. So this is part of recruiting, especially in the post-LeBron era, right? It's everybody always wants to team up. So you get these guys to team up, put it on for the home court. That's huge for a program like Baylor, which has recruited well lately. I mean, you had the number 3 class in the Big 12 last year, top 35 type class. Not bad at all, but you want to keep building on what you had, on that finish you had, which was outstanding.
Yeah, really nice momentum at the end of the season there for them. So I expect them to continue making some moves here. And it's nice you get these guys locked in early. You can build around them. I'm sure they'll be doing a lot of recruiting locally as well in Texas, to try to get other guys. And then you have your corner, you have your receiver there. So building blocks on both sides of the football.
Yeah, we talked about another video, Walker White, who was a transfer this cycle, but really more of a recruit because he's so young. I think that's going to be a perfect replacement for Sawyer Robertson down the road, whether he's throwing it to London or whoever he's throwing it to. I think he's going to be a seamless replacement for Sawyer Robertson. And, if you're Jake Spavital, you're loving what you got here with some of these athletes. We'll see what side of the ball Vincent winds up on, but with some of these athletes and these big arm quarterbacks.
All right, everybody. Appreciate you all for joining us today on Group Chat Football Live. Again, this is our daily show. We talk recruiting across the country. We talk transfer portal, which is put to a bit of a pause here. There's still some grad transfers out there now, and if there's anyone that we need to keep you guys updated on, we will if those commitments pop. But turning our focus here to spring football as well, which is going to start across the country here in the next few weeks. Workouts are ongoing. So going to start to get those reports trickling in from these workouts, early impressions from freshmen. And we'll keep you all updated here on Group Chat Football Live. Remember to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, really helping us grow. We will see you guys next week. And if anything happens over the weekend, we will have the instant reaction to it. So keep it locked on Group Chat Sports and Group Chat Football Live.
See you Monday.